Hi beautiful humans, welcome back to Return of Rep. Today's video is going to be on a few things, but all really under the same umbrella. So basically, pain. Pain is a big part of my life, something that I have to deal with on a daily basis. Every day, in some way, shape or form, I experience some level of pain. I do get low pain days and I'm extremely grateful for them. However, high pain days are a very frequent reality for me. So because this is important to me, this is something that I deal with, I thought that I could offer some help to you guys, maybe, of a few little tips and tricks maybe that I do. Now, first of all, I wanted to tell you everything that I have used for pain, everything I've tried. Now, I'm someone who wants to be as pain-free as possible so I can return to work. I want to earn money again. I want to be able to leave the house. I want to be able to travel. And so I have tried everything. Well, not everything, but I've tried a lot. So I've tried your usual things that you get from your doctor that they prescribe for people with nerve pain. Fibromyalgia is what I have. And things like that. I've tried various medications, which I will go through in case there's any that you want to try because different things work for different people. However, then I've tried your alternative therapies, and things like that. So what I'll do first is give you a wee list of the things that I've tried myself to rid myself of the pain. However, the bottom line of this list is that none of these have actually worked for me. I haven't been pain-free. Now, some of them have reduced my pain, some of them have reduced it dramatically, but none of them have got it down to a level that I could cope and concentrate in a job. The second thing, because I think there's three parts to this. There is what I've tried and what hasn't worked for me. There is what I do to help the pain, and so that will be my little tips and tricks that I use when I'm in a pain flare and obviously my medication isn't working and I have to make the most of it and I have to, try to treat it as best I possibly can and make it as bearable as possible. But the final one is what makes me happier when I'm in pain, and this is something that I think is really important. I think you can become very down when you are stuck in the house, and I have depression and anxiety and mine tend to play up when I'm in a flare. So when I'm stuck in the house for a week plus, with nowhere to go, I have to try to take care of my mental health. So there's things that I do to take care of that as well. And so I'm going to share those with you just in case they can help you, and you can then take them and adapt them to suit you. So basically, I've tried your fad diets. I have tried the no sugar, no flour, no dairy diet. I did it for a few weeks because it was supposed to rid you of your pain and you would be cured, and I read this and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to eat this and yeah, I'm going to hate it because I love bread, but it's going to cure me, so it's all good. It didn't, and it was disappointing, especially, going 2 weeks without lovely bread, but it was one of those things to try. As I said, I try everything. I'll give everything a go because I want to, I always say I want to be better, but even a manageable level of pain, I would be more than happy with. So then I also tried veganism. It was supposed to help. It didn't. I've tried, now, as you know, probably from my last video, I don't know if I actually mentioned this in my last video, but I get awful brain fog. So I have to have all this written down. Because if I don't, I think I would just be staring at you guys for this whole video, like a blank stare, not knowing why I'm even in this room. So just, bear with me in that. So basically I have, taken everything that the doctors have tried with me. They have tried me on, paracetamol at the beginning, and that didn't touch anything. I'm now on cohodamol 3500s to help reduce the pain. Now that reduces the pain, but to me, that's not a long-term solution. It's something in the meantime, you know? So I also take Venser for my depression and anxiety. And apparently antidepressants help the pain for fibromyalgia as well. Now, to me, I didn't really notice a difference. I did notice a difference with antidepressant called duloxetine. That worked for me pain-wise. However, it didn't work with my depression and my anxiety, you know. And it didn't even decrease the pain enough for me to make that change permanent and stay on them. I am on gabapentin or Neurontin, which helps block nerve pain as well. Now, I was on that for quite a while and I was like, this is not working. There's, you know, what is this doing? It's, you know, it doesn't do anything. Why am I taking so many pills a day? So, me being me, I stopped them straight away, thinking, you know, I was, you know, smart as anything. No way am I taking these anymore, you know. And my pain hit full force. So I realized that they were actually helping. Now I'm actually decreasing them. So my pain is increasing a little bit. And I'm decreasing them to try pregabalin. That's something that I found out through the yeast spinning community, something that other people use, and something that I haven't tried yet. And as I said, I want to try everything. I want to try anything and everything that could possibly make me better. So I'm also on amitriptyline, which I thought was just to help me sleep, because as spinnies, if you're in chronic pain, we need our sleep because it's reparative. And it helps heal us in a way. And I wasn't doing that. I wasn't getting a full night's sleep. I was waking up. The pain was waking me up. It was not good. And in high pain nights, I still get woken up with my pain. But apparently amitriptyline helps pain as well, because I know people that are on it for pain. So that's something, again, that I learned from this community. You learn a lot about medications, therapies, all those things, and that's why the spinning community is so valuable. So then I have what I would, you know, describe as alternative therapies then. I am on every supplement you could possibly imagine. So basically, about a month ago, I spent all my money on getting every supplement I could get my hands on that was supposedly good for pain. Magnesium, zinc, B12, vegan substitute for omega-3, vitamin C, vitamin D, and God knows what else, but also turmeric tablets. Now, these are something that I was told was a miracle cure as well. So, again, I think I'm an optimist. That's my problem. Not a problem with most things, but with these things it is. It's like, oh my God, there is a cure. Yes! No, I need to chill and try things without massive expectations, because I get my hopes up and then they're crashed. So, I've tried turmeric tablets for a few weeks now, and to be honest, I haven't noticed much of a difference. I have been in a big pain flare following and during the flu, and when I've come out of it, I've had a few days where the pain has been low enough, and I've been wondering if it has been the turmeric tablets or it's coincidence, because it does happen to me, you know, where I will have low pain days, but it was so long since I've had one, I've wondered if it was the turmeric. So I will keep you updated on that one. But yeah, I have also tried, as I said, I will try everything. And I'm not saying anybody go out and do this, but as I said, I would try anything to be better. So I have also tried CBD oil in the vape form. Now, people say to try it in the drop form, and so I probably will try that as well. The vape form didn't do anything for me at all. Didn't help the pain at all. Nothing. And I've also now, I haven't taken this my entire life, so I tried weed purely to see if it would take away the pain. So I didn't take my painkillers, and I took it and I waited, and my pain got worse. So that was the last time I took that. It was the only reason that I tried it, because so many people say, oh yeah, this works. And I know it's legal all over America, not so much here. But I tried it anyway to see if it could help the pain, to see if it was a viable option in some way. I tried it, I gave it a go, and it definitely wasn't for me. So I was watching a video of TED Talks, and it was about chronic pain, and this guy who was, I don't know so much trying to find a cure, but definitely trying to educate people on chronic pain and what it's like for us living in chronic pain. His name was Elliot Crane, and he said something and it struck a chord with me, because I thought, this is so accurate, and maybe this will get people who don't believe us, because they are out there. There are people that don't believe us, think we're lazy, and think we just want to be on benefits our whole life and do nothing and sit in our houses and go crazy like I do, because they have no idea. They don't know, and it's a foreign concept to them that there could be a pain that is not visible to them. So basically he said, imagine being stroked by a feather, but your brain telling you it was a blowtorch. And that's how chronic pain works, that there's something wrong with our brain and the signals that it's sending. And his metaphor I loved, because it's, if I have to try to explain it to someone, that's how I would do it. So basically, yeah, chronic pain is very, very difficult. It's not easy to deal with on a daily basis, but so many people in this community are so positive, and I'm positive. I try to remain as positive as possible and try to think, you know, at least not this, or at least not that, which, you know, other symptoms that I have, you know, at least I'm not, you know, depressed today, at least my anxiety isn't bad today, at least I'm not having an episode, things like that. So I always try to find things to be grateful for, but that doesn't make it any easier, and people not believing us makes it that more difficult. It makes you doubt yourself. It drives you insane. It drives me insane when people don't believe me, because I don't want to be like this, and I didn't choose this. It chose me, and all I can do is make the best out of it now. And so that leads me on to things that make me happier. So these are going to be different for everyone, and mine are all surrounding, don't know if that's the right word, but all involving being cozy. Cozy is my thing. Fluffy slippers, cozy pajamas, blankets, pillows, you name it. I just love being cozy. So basically that's kind of what all my things are about, like all my happy things are about. Cozy shows, cozy clothes, all that kind of thing. So for me anyway, one of the things that I love is getting the fire lit in the living room, the open fire. It just relaxes me and again makes me feel cozy. I often watch my favourite Harry Potter films, because again they make me feel cozy. They make me feel cute. They make me feel happy. And it's little things like this that keep me going. I watch silly animal videos. They make me laugh. Laughing is the key to everything. Being able to laugh when you feel this way it's a cure in itself. It's a cure for your mind. So that I love Parks and Rec. And I am Leslie Knope. I think everybody wants to be Leslie Knope, but I am her. No, I love it. And it's so lighthearted. And it's lighthearted shows that I watch during that time. I don't like anything too heavy. I eat whatever the fuck I want. And I do not punish myself for it. Even though I should be eating healthy for me, for my body. Because my body does punish me when I don't. Because as you probably know as well, I have IBS, so it makes me pay for it, but what makes me happier in that time is eating what I crave. So I do that, and I'm not going to apologise for it. Because it's not about what makes me healthier, it's about what makes me happier during such a difficult time. So another thing that I do is often just ask Tom to cuddle me. I think human contact sometimes when you're in a pain flare can mean everything. Sometimes I'm in too much pain for him to touch me, so I just ask him to hold my hand, and that's enough. It's, when I say human contact, I mean just knowing someone's there, not being on your own, I think is sometimes a good thing. I think suffering in pain on your own is a very hard thing, and that's something, you know, that bothers me if I think that anybody is on their own. And that's why I want people to reach out if they're in a pain flare. Reach out to me, reach out to somebody in the community, somebody in your family, somebody in your friend circle, because there's always someone that wants to listen, and I'm one of those people. So I'm trying to think of other things that make me happy during times like that. So another thing that makes me happy is this community. Genuinely, I am so grateful for it. And being in a pain flare and having all you guys makes it so much easier. Having people that are supporting you, cheering you on to get through it, and, you know, just being there is amazing. It is absolutely amazing, and I think my moods in my pain flares have definitely lifted because of this community and because of all you guys. And, you know, just the happiness that helping any of you and you helping me brings me just makes everything so much easier. So I think that's a big thing that makes me happy. Watching my dogs just nap makes me happy. That's probably sounds so creepy, but yeah, it does. It's like they're relaxed, so I'm relaxed, because they can be quite hyper. I think that's probably why they can be super hyper. But I love them anyway, and they just nap on the sofa, especially if they're cuddled near each other. I just love it. So the last little section is the things that, once I tried everything that the doctor has given me, you know, the things that I do to help the pain, as in, you know, provide a bit of relief from pain, a bit of a distraction from pain, things like that. Thanks to this community, I found out about the miracle that is electric blankets, and this is like right at the top of my list because it has saved my life. During pain flares, I would just lie there and groan. Now I'm lying there groaning in a blanket. No, it's basically most of my pain now. My pain has spread to the top half of my body in the past few months, but most of it and the most intense is at the bottom. And therefore my hips, my pelvis, my knees, my feet, you know, everywhere. And I wrap the blanket around it, and the heat is touching every one of those areas. And that's not something, I suppose it's something you can get with a bath, but I don't have a bath in my house, so it's a bit crap. So it's kind of giving the same effect as that, I think. And it really helps. As I said, it doesn't take away the pain, but it provides like a pleasant distraction, like a nice feeling to distract you from the pain, you know what I mean? Again, things like hot water bottles are your best friend when you're in a pain flare. I have a furry one, and it is the best. I love it. I try during this time to not stress about things, because stress makes my pain worse. So therefore I don't beat myself up for being in pain. I don't beat myself up for my lack of mobility. I don't beat myself up for my lack of being able to fulfill my responsibilities, because it's all out of my control. And that's something that you have to remember when you're in a pain flare. You can't beat yourself up the whole way through. Oh, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that. Look after yourself. It's the most important thing, and getting you through it in one piece, both physically and mentally, is the most important thing. So be kind and patient with yourself through it, however long your pain flare lasts, because it's out of your control. And doing these little things will just help provide a nice distraction, help the pain, not reduce it, but just like help it, if that makes sense. Something that actually gets my frustration out quite a bit, I can't believe I'm admitting this one, but is shouting. Like, I'm quite highly strung, and I don't shout at people ever in a bad way, but what I'll do is I'll take the hand out of Tom and I'll shout at him because I'm pain-gry. I'm sure a few of you have heard that word, but no, in a funny way. So I'll pretend to get like really annoyed about something really quickly just to take the hand, to take the piss and make me laugh. And we'll get all shouty and it'll release some tension, and you know, he'll think I'm being serious because I'm in pain, but I'm not. And having fun and taking the piss, stuff like that, helps the day go on, makes you laugh. And as I said, laughter is the best medicine. It really is. Don't be a martyr and take painkillers. If painkillers are available to you, and if you don't have, you know, a bad history of addiction with them or whatever, something that would prohibit you from taking them, if you can take them, take them. Don't be a martyr. There's no point in suffering through it if you do not have to. Something I do for my leg pain is I keep them straight and I keep them level. So I sit down and I put them up on the sofa and I keep them level like that. That is the way they are in the least amount of pain. And I think that's what this little list is for. Things that will create the least amount of extra pain. Get you to a level that is slightly more manageable. Decrease it even. So another thing to help the pain is ask for help. I know a lot of you do this because I know I do it. And you try to work through it, and when you should be resting and trying to keep yourself from making your pain flare even worse, you'll work through it and you will make it worse. And that's not always the best thing to do. It's probably never the best thing to do, to be honest. And I know sometimes we have to, sometimes we're put in circumstances where we don't have a choice. But if you can help it and you don't, you know, the things that you're doing aren't absolute priorities, and you can ask for help, ask for it. I ask for help when I'm in a pain flare, and this has taken me a long time to actually, you know, admit that I needed help. I was a very independent person, never wanted anyone else's help, always wanted to stand on my own 2 feet. So I struggled with my self-worth for a while over needing help from other people, feeling dependent on other people. But what you have to think about is yourself. And for me, I need someone to walk the dog for me. And if that doesn't happen and I have to do it, then my pain is going to get a hell of a lot worse. So I have to ask for help. I have to, because she needs it. It would be cruel for me not to take her out at all, and she needs to get out. The little man, not so much. You know, he just, you know, needs out the front, because he's very old now. But she needs a proper walk, and so I need help with that. And by doing that and asking for help, it helps my pain because it doesn't increase it. Again, I ask for help with tidying, because getting help with tidying, it helps my mind, and it means I don't do it myself, which decreases my pain because, well, it doesn't decrease it, but stops it from increasing again. And once you get past that pride of not wanting to ask for help and you do receive it, eventually you become happier, because the people that you ask for help normally want to help you anyway and are glad to help you. And so it's normally Tom that I would ask for help with these things for, and say like tidying where I'm sitting. You know, if I'm in the living room, I would ask him to tidy the space for me, because when the space is tidy, my mind's tidy. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but if there's clutter around a room, if everything's lying there, if there's dirty plates or, you know, wrappers, or, you know, the dogs have made a mess with their toys or things like that, then I become frustrated, I become agitated, because I have to sit in the mess and I can't do anything about it. my pain is so bad I can't do anything about it. So I get more and more and more frustrated, sometimes to the point where I get up and I do it myself. So my mind is tidy and it makes me relax. Having my living room look like it looks when I tidy it, with a little candle lit, with everything, you know, where it's supposed to be, no clutter lying around, I feel chilled out. So I need the extra help sometimes to do that. And now I'm not afraid to ask for it, and I'm happier for it. Another thing is to help with my pain. On my good pain days, I prepare meals and I put them in the freezer because I know I'm going to have a bad pain day where I can't cook for myself. So all I have to do is whack it in the microwave and done. Lovely, healthy meal. Most of the time during a pain flare, I'm not bothered with eating healthy. Now, I try because, again, for my IBS, I need the vegetables, I need fibre, blah, blah, blah. But, again, if I want to eat whatever I want, I will. But having those there for those bad pain times, for those bad pain flares, is a very good idea. Also, if I run out of frozen meals, again, I have to ask for help. And that's not a bad thing. You have to get it out of your head that it's a bad thing. That it makes you less, you know, independent, responsible. It makes you less of a person, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. We are all human and we all need help sometimes, and this is just one of those things. And when I got past that, again, it made me a lot happier. So the last thing would be, I need a little help with cooking from Tom sometimes. Again, he would make me dinner, and I'm normally the one that does the cooking in the house because his cooking skills are quite limited, but don't tell him I said that. But I'm the one that, I love cooking. I absolutely love it. I love cooking, and I have started to try to look after my gut a bit more because of the IBS and all that. I think that's your bowel, but I'm not entirely. Yeah, irritable bowel syndrome, it's kind of in the name. But anyway, yeah, I started cooking things from scratch, and so it was all fresh ingredients. I loved it. But I need his help sometimes, and I have to let him cook, and I have to let him take the reins and cook us dinner, because I could do it, probably. I could cry my way through it. I could be in pain, but why? What would be the point of that? Why would I put myself through that? For what? Like, to what end? There is no reason why you should do that if the help is available to you. And if the help isn't available, then drop me a message, because I know of different things that you can do and outside help that you can get that sometimes people need. And again, there's no shame in that either, because I've considered it myself. So my two last little things to help the pain is Voltarol, which is like deep heat, where you rub it on wherever you're sore, and it provides a pleasant distraction. That's how I describe it. A distraction from the pain. It gives you a different sensation on that area, and I end up focusing on that instead of the pain in that area. So I can still feel it, but it's almost like I can feel it at a reduced level. And again, the kind of counterpart of that is deep freeze, and I use a deep freeze spray sometimes, and that again, it helps the odd time. But when I'm in a bad pain flare, again, it's more like that distraction. And it's the little things like that. All those wee distractions will help your mind, help take your mind off the pain, because you'll have a pleasant feeling on that area, whether it be the warmth of a hot water bottle or an electric blanket or the Voltarol warming through the skin. You know, all those feelings distract from the feeling of pain. So those are the things that I do. Now, I have probably forgotten a mountain load because, as you know, guys, brain fog. And it is my best friend at the minute. She's staying over all the time. It's not fun. But anyway, yeah. So I've probably forgotten some of the things, and so it would be great if you guys could comment under with things that you do for your pain, either things that you've tried and haven't worked, either things that make you happy whilst you're in pain, or things that help distract from the pain, things that help the pain in a way, you know what I mean? So things that haven't helped that you've tried, and things that you're on at the minute, like medication and things that got to decrease it a bit. Things that make you happier while you're in pain, because your mental health is so important during this time and so fragile. I know mine is. Because again, I have depression and anxiety disorder, so during a time like this where I'm stuck inside, where I can't move very much, it can really get to me and start something. Therefore, trying to keep myself as happy and as content as possible is very important. And lastly, things that help the pain. Things that maybe not necessarily decrease it that much, like say the electric blanket or the hot water bottle, but provide a pleasant distraction, or things that do help, like your painkillers or whatever meds you're on, things like that. So things that help the pain. So there's the 3 things. Comment any of them and I'll get back to you on them. I will put them on my Instagram channel, right now I'm getting confused. Instagram page, because I'm going to put up a little post on this as well. And so if you are on Instagram and you do follow me, it would be even better if you commented under there what you do, or what you've tried, or what makes you happy. So basically, I think our little community is a great big melting pot of ideas, things that people haven't tried yet but could try, and I think everybody getting their ideas together is a fantastic idea. So these have been my ideas. Share yours with me, and I will get them on my page and share them with everyone else, because you never know who you could help with a little thing that you do. You never know. And that's why I'm doing this, because even though mine seems simple and they may not help anybody, but at the small chance that they might, I think it's important to bring them up. And so that's why I have, and so that's why you should comment underneath any little tips that you have. So I know you guys have been waiting for Makeup Monday, and it didn't happen because if you've been following my Instagram channel, me and technology had a boxing match. Oh my god, it was horrendous. But I'm getting there now. I've almost got it sorted, and so basically I'm going to have the first Makeup Monday this Monday instead. So you can look forward to that in a few days' time. Hopefully. It was kind of a bit of a disaster, but we'll it's funny anyway, I think, because I messed up that much, so at least you'll get a laugh out of it. And as I said in this video, happiness is very important. So if you liked the video, if it helped you at all, like, subscribe and hit the little bell to get some notifications on when the next video is up. Take care, guys.